Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 15th of September. So looking at the euro dollar to start with, actually before I do that I should just run through the news that's due out today. Well, we've had it basically. We had the monetary policy minutes from Australia at 2:30 this morning, and we've just at 7 o'clock we had the claimant count change, the employment data for the UK. Some of that data wasn't quite as bad as expected. Of course, this is still being aided by the furlough system scheme that was running, so the true figures will start appearing and be shown later in the year, but for now it wasn't quite as expected, or as bad as expected, and we've seen the pound do nothing basically on the numbers. So let's have a look of there's no numbers, and of course we've in the back of my mind still got that Fed statement and projections and everything else coming tomorrow at 7:30 in the evening, so we will no doubt be dining on that. Interesting things here, the euro we ended up another positive day. Yes, that's 4 days in a row now, we're maybe into fifth today, we'll see, but still bullish, and we've sort of seeing that dollar fight back. That dollar fight back's ended by looks of it at the moment, and we'll see as we run through. Can it continue this move? It's not the prettiest for sure, and it was difficult. Couldn't get in for yesterday morning initially, and left it later on, and it did carry on pushing up there yesterday, but it was actually pushed off through this Asian session more, so it rolled back yesterday when I was looking to try and get in there. Never went to where I was looking for in the target. Has now actually done this sort of top into these previous bodies here. A lot of traders sell into the bodies as opposed to the wicks there, so you've got to be a bit careful about that. And also, of course, it's just short of that one, or I think it's actually run through into that 119 area this morning, so we just need to watch that. Now I notice there's a lot of options sitting at 1850, so 118.50. There's 2.4 billion worth of options sitting around this sort of area, of which 1.6 billion are call options, which may see that this being protected. Well, maybe a battle around that area if it was to come off, but of course they expire later on today, so those options may just affect a bit of trading. We just need to be aware of that, but as long as price can hold on here, they're fine. So looking at this trend is still sort of a bullish trend. May get an option to excuse me, may get the option to trade long on this later. We'll see how it develops. The pound's shaking things out a little bit here. Ended up a positive day there yesterday. Personally, I saw it a couple of oversold signals. Okay, this divergence here may just be working its way through a little bit more. It's struggling with this 4-hourly 34. It's closed below it on each of these 4-hourly bars. We're struggling with it again at the moment, and you can see sort of the pattern it's in at the moment. I would have, particularly as the vote was won by the Boris and his merry men yesterday for starting to change the law, although there's still more readings for that to happen. It's got to go to a different house now, the House of Lords, but all the same that vote was agreed, which I thought would be a bit more detrimental for the pound, but it seems not at the moment, which just shows you, well, the US dollar isn't as strong as we think it is, maybe. So it's sort of sitting on that balance scheme here. From what I've seen here, we've now put higher lows confirmed into this move, into these moves. So we could still catch up into running to that daily pivot at some stage. I'm not the most bullish of this currency, only on the basis of the Brexit stuff that's going on there. I think it might at some stage get quite a whack, but for now, they're holding on, maybe on the fact that the dollar is quite so weak. Looking at then ahead at the dollar yen, and with the yen finally, well, it looks like it's pretty much closed on the trend line actually yesterday. Not really doing too much from the Asian session to give us much of a clue, just consolidating around here. Could well have some more downside in it. It's they've got these bodies down here which run about 105.35ish sort of area, which it may come back off to. It's just come back here, but well, daily pivot's above at the moment, and that may just stifle things a little bit this morning. We're just seeing some of these currencies pull back, and maybe it's just leading to 8 o'clock, maybe just a bit of pre-market correction, but we'll see. It may be an opportunity on the sell side on the yen there into that pivot, but it's just so messy and it spends so much time going choppy. It's not really a trade for me at the moment. Aussie dollar, king of the lot for ages, and well, yesterday it just managed a little up day, and it's continuing its upward trend as we look through this. Again, it's a bit like the euro, struggling a little bit to put in new highs in a sense, but at the same time still managing to put higher lows in gradually, just slowly and slowly. Retrace here may give us something. We've had the minutes out from the monetary policy minutes. They certainly haven't hurt the Aussie, and well, it's probably trading far too strong for what they would like at the moment. But there we are. Retracements on this maybe down to the 60.21 would be quite nice in terms of potential buy opportunity, but we'll see how that whether it rolls. It may be just going to continue. Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar breaking a trend here this morning, then it just really didn't do anything yesterday. I was looking, this is a little bear flag that was sitting here, US dollar, Canadian dollar strengthening against it here. Just looking, it's broken that trend, but well, it's not massively convincing at the moment, but maybe it just will come back to a trend line to test it. I know you can't see a trend line there because I hadn't drawn it on there, but just use your imagination. So at the moment, bullish engulfing, looking on this 60 minutes, so may see it again get a bit more of a correction. Looks like all these markets may correct a little bit this morning, but the dollar strength may be coming through first thing here. Just quick look at New Zealand dollar. This was the strongest yesterday. Well, here you go, it's pushed all through the Asian session here again. Just really would need a retracement to be buying into. Again, perhaps back to that 60.21. 68 may be all we get, but it has been taking a bit deeper retracements, and it pulled off nicely through the Asian session there into the 50. Okay, that's pretty much all the currencies we're looking at there. A quick look at oil. Just on this short term here, it's really stifled. 22nd is the date of the new contracts changeover. The contracts changeover. This is looking very soft at the moment, and we're really not going anywhere, is it? So that's oil, and the S&Ps. Just come out to dailies first here. We managed to a more bullish day yesterday. Still couldn't break through the daily 8 there at the moment. It's just 8.21. It's just finding resistance into that sort of area. Pulled over. It's actually bounced. No, it's bounced a little bit through the Asian session. Let's just have a look at 60-minute chart. Yeah, it's doing all right. It's all pulled back later in trading there, but well, as I say, trying to push up again at the moment, and maybe get its way if the dollar continues to soften. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. Hope you have a great day. No news to really push us through today, but we've got it all coming tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye for now.